very much for this privilege. When Brother David invited me for this program, I never had any idea of how it's going to look like until I got here. And this is really commendable because I wasn't expecting this. And while watching the video, we made a lot of mistakes when we were growing up. And like I was discussing on my table, we have a lot to do, especially for the growing kids nowadays, the youth. Some of them have a different and a negative perception about marriage. And like he said, I was trying to remember his name. I made a lot of jotting, and that I'll take home to my daughter. I would not say I'm a victim of circumstances, but I learned a lot. And like I said, I pray that when a second chance is being given, I do say that in my prayers that I'm going to do better. You know, not just for myself, I don't want to be selfish, but for my children and children. You know, we are multiplying in such a way that we need to also educate our children on how to live a better life. He said one thing and I held on to it. I've heard about that in Africa, and here, I see here about that God's greatest desire is a good marriage. The one that is built upon the rock of God, God's word. And when you are being grooming and when you're breeding your children under that, you are rest assured that in your night, you're not going to cry. You know that you have done God's word. That is in form of winning souls in God's kingdom. So practically, I want to appreciate the organizers of this program. I don't know who did, but this is really commendable. When I saw the slide that said from 1920 to 1980, the thing went up like 20%, the declining in marriages, like divorce rate, and 50% in about 1980. Then in 2020, it has declined to like 41%. That's commendable. That means something is working. Maybe through this movement and making it work, people are now saying that marriage that is being solemnized under God's word, it's having a positive impact in the society in general. No more raising of bad kids like we used to see some time ago, and we still see them, but we keep doing the right thing to make sure that we groom kids that have the fear of God in them, and so that we can have a better society. Thank you very much, and God bless.